Next on this special primetime edition of Apple Valley News Now, left out in the heat. The Wapato homeless shelter suddenly closing their doors. Emily Goodell will shed more light. Also
I'm
ahead.
Monique Ledesma with Apple Valley News Now. Coming up, find out what new high school Pasco School District is celebrating a milestone for. All that and more coming up.
Plus, only from Apple Valley News Now, we hear from the organizer of the Tri-Town Get Down, sharing his side of things after the internet was abuzz with complaints. And Stacy is tracking a warm-up.
That's right, excessive heat warnings in place. We have a very hot day headed our way tomorrow. I'll give you all the details in my First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now, prime time on your side.
And good Thursday evening. Thank you for joining us right after NFL action. I'm Austin Reed. First up tonight, we have developing news. Fire crews rushing to the scene of yet another vegetation fire. This one breaking out shortly after 6:30 tonight in Benton County. Firefighters were able to get things under control pretty quick, so the fire would not impact the nearby Twin Cities Food Company. Nobody was hurt. No word on how the fire started, but crews will continue to mop up any hot spots. People living without shelter in the city of Wapato now without access to a cool space to escape the heat after Noah's Ark unexpectedly closed its shelter during the day. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us it left residents with limited resources and no set date for services to resume.
Noah's Ark is usually open 24/7, providing restrooms, food, water, a place to sleep, and to get out of the heat. Now, residents are being told they can sleep there overnight, but during the day, they're on their own.
The police bring by water, very nice of them. The chief had food people, I guess, swing by here in vans and got outreach out here, which is very good. Other than that, I don't know what's going on today with everything, but so far, it sucks in the heat.
Noah's Ark unexpectedly shut down Tuesday, leaving residents, including those who are elderly or with disabilities, without a bed for the night, some sleeping outside.
Hopefully it isn't. They don't shut it down permanently.
Signage on the door saying the closure due to maintenance and safety repairs. But when I spoke with Alan Harris, the board president of Generating Hope, the nonprofit that runs the shelter, he claimed it was due to staffing issues. Another board member on social media saying they've had safety issues and are having a hard time keeping employees. Harris says Noah's Ark will temporarily be an overnight-only shelter until they can come up with a solution. Meanwhile, people left out in triple-digit heat without reliable access to food and water and signs telling them not to loiter, but most have no place to go.
Trying to have a way to get to Camp Hope now, you know, the outreach program in Yakima. Trying to get there, but my battery in my van's dead. And I have a blown water pump, so it's kind of a struggle.
Anyone wanting to go to Camp Hope can call their outreach team at 509-424-1228 for information about services or transportation to get to their Yakima shelter. In Wapato, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Emily, thank you for that. The Generating Hope board president says it is unclear when full services will return, but that he may have more information tomorrow, and we will keep you posted. Turning to our weather, get ready for extreme heat. It started today, and it's going to continue through the weekend. Is that right, Stacy?
That's right, Austin. We made it to 100 degrees at Pasco Airport today around 4 o'clock this afternoon. We were expecting around 104, but tomorrow we could see temperatures closer to 110, anywhere from 105 to 110 in the area. There is a heat advisory in place that will expire tomorrow night at 8 p.m. with a slight cool down as we get into your Saturday, but expect an extremely hot day tomorrow. On top of that, red flag warning, Cascade Mountains. We're going to keep a close eye on that. We've already had so many fires south of there, so we're going to keep a close eye on that. Here's what it looks like in Yakima tonight. Lots of smoke penetrating into the airwaves. It's going to be sticking around for a while with the current weather pattern. Right now, air quality is moderate, so it's not unhealthy, but it is very smoky and hazy. 66 with clear skies for your overnight low around the area. Tomorrow, that's what we're looking at. We could see that 109 degrees, very dry, very hot. So to recap, it's clear and warmer tonight than it was last night. Dangerous heat on the way tomorrow. Increased smoke and haze through the area, and our fire danger very, very high. All the details coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin.
All right, Stacy, and tonight we have team weather coverage. Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is tracking the reservoir levels for us now.
Well, as we're in the midst of fire season, you know, that explicitly goes hand in hand with what the reservoir levels are looking like right now. The drier our basins are, the drier our vegetation is, and therefore there's a greater risk of fires to start or spread rapidly. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the main reservoirs in the Yakima Basin and where they are compared to where they should be for this time of the year. So 0% would be average storage for this time of the year. We're below that for Rimrock. We're below that for Bumping. We're below that for Catchis. We're below that for Cle Elum. And we're below that for Keechless as well. So you see, in general, the Yakima Basin, in terms of reservoir storage, is well below average for this time of the year. So again, that trickles down to our vegetation. It's drier, and that also relates. We'll just do this one again. I just went too long.
And we apologize for that. But in the meantime, we got to talk more about fire season 2024 now. To Oregon, where fire crews have been fighting the Battle Mountain Complex fire. It has burned over 173,000 acres. There is still some evacuation notices in effect in Grant, Morrow, and Umatilla counties. The fire is reported to be 19% contained at this time. Oregon Forestry held a press conference earlier today.
Initially, when we first got here, it was a lot of structure protection along the Highway 395 corridor and on up down the North Fork of the John Day. So not a lot of perimeter line construction. It was structure protection. You know, our policies, life, property, and then we worry about getting a line around it.
Now, the Oregon State Fire Marshal's office says they have mobilized a total of 13 task forces with 152 firefighters. Throughout the state, 65 fire agencies were represented. Work continues, and Team 1 resources will keep mopping up and suppressing the fires. Now to the Yakima Valley. The Retreat fire in Yakima County still burning. So far, this fire has burned over 31,000 acres. It is 37% contained. There are still some evacuation orders in place as well. Now, for up-to-the-minute evacuation alerts, head to our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Make sure you download our app as well and keep connected on all of our social media channels. Well, Yakima County Fire District 5 right now warning people in the White Swan community that they are going door to door saying that they are with the fire department and asking for disaster assistance. They say these people are also asking for personal information. These people are trying to scam you. If someone like this visits you, make sure to call the Yakima Nation Police. Well, new tonight, Richland police are investigating after Griggs Ace Hardware was broken into on Wednesday. Police say around 2:30 in the morning, the suspect or suspects broke into the hardware store located on George Washington Way. Officers think they broke a window. Now, the criminals took off with several guns. If you know anything about this, call Richland PD. The Pasco School District and Fowler General Construction are celebrating a milestone for a new school for the city of Pasco. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma says the ceremony was full of excitement.
The Pasco School District celebrates a milestone at a construction site of the Pasco School District's Sageview High School with a topping out ceremony. A topping out ceremony is a long-standing construction tradition marking the completion of a building's frame. This event celebrates the hard work and progress made of the high school. I spoke with Raquel Martinez, Sageview High School principal, and she says this final beam is more than the completion of a building's framework, but recognizing Pasco's prideful community.
It's another way to say that we are Pasco. You know, it's understanding that we do things together. we're stronger together. And so it's another way to say that, hey, we understand the needs of our students, and going to a school of more than 3,000, that has an impact on our students, and so opening up another high school to alleviate the crowding in both of our other two comprehensive high schools means a lot for our community, and for our students and their learning. And so we're very excited and blessed to have this opportunity.
You can sign the name of your station.
At the event, people were able to sign the final beam before it was added to the high school, and Apple Valley News Now was honored to be part of this signing opportunity. Martinez says the classroom doors for this new high school open next fall. Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Monique, thank you. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now in prime time, our exclusive follow-up interview with the organizer of Tri-Town Get Down. Tonight, that organizer is sharing his side of things regarding the complaints. That's coming up within the next 20 minutes. But up next, the Washington State Attorney General finds Dollar Tree locations across the Evergreen State. Our Lucy Lobdell will tell you the reason behind it. And when will we see those extreme temperatures? Stacy is tracking the forecast for you as we leave you with a live shot from Toppenish. We'll be right back.
Adelante. At last, we can finally have someone who understands us in the state Senate. Maria Beltran understands us because Maria is from Yakima. The daughter of immigrant parents, she's lived the challenges in our community. She'll fight for us hardworking people, so there's more work with better pay. Maria Beltran, so finally the state Senate will have a fighter for Yakima and for us. Maria Beltran, adelante.
It's the all-new Apple Valley News Now weekend with local news, regional news, first alert weather, and much more every Saturday and Sunday, including a complete wrap-up Sunday night at 11. Apple Valley News Now weekend from Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll have more highlights from the Paris Olympics, plus all of your top stories from the last 24 hours, and we'll have what local events are happening this weekend. Tune in Friday morning from 5 to 7.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results-oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
Stan's gonna ride the Nebula Drop Tower.
Finally! I'm ready to ascend to the clouds, to go where no dino has gone before. Goodbye, Earth. Hi, Alice!
Whoa! He doesn't know it comes back down?
Apparently not. I'll let you know when I hit orbit. Drop Tower, I get it.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
You thought it would bust through the ceiling?
You came through a portal from another dimension. Weird stuff happens.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course! It's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary sale.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
You deserve a great mattress. Get one now with no credit needed for just $39 down and 100 days, same as cash. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back to Apple Valley News Now in prime time. Well, new tonight, Attorney General Bob Ferguson today announcing a legally binding resolution requiring Dollar Tree to pay about $190,000 and more thoroughly test children's products. Apple Valley News Now's Lucy Lobdell has more.
On Thursday, Attorney General Bob Ferguson announced a legally binding resolution requiring Dollar Tree to pay $190,000 and more thorough testing of children's products. The resolution follows an Attorney General investigation finding school supplies sold by the national retailer had illegal levels of toxic heavy metals, lead, and cadmium. To avoid a lawsuit, Greenbrier International, doing business as Dollar Tree, entered into a nationwide, legally binding agreement in King County, Washington Superior Court. The agreement requires the company to ensure that the laboratories it uses outside the U.S. follow testing methods for lead and cadmium that are audited and verified through independent experts. Testing by the Washington State Department of Ecology revealed that numerous children's bracelets and pencil pouches sold by Dollar Tree in Washington state contained illegal levels of lead and cadmium. The department tested bracelets and pencil pouches sold at Dollar Tree stores in 2018, 2019, and 2021. Its independent testing showed the pencil pouches in some cases contain more than 4 times the state and federal limit for lead or cadmium.
That was Apple Valley News Now's Lucy Lobdell. In addition, Greenbrier will pay the Attorney General's office $190,000, which will be used for future enforcement of the Consumer Protection Act and environmental protection efforts, as well as attorney costs and fees. Well, Yakima Valley has been voted the #1 wine region in the USA today's 2024 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards. Wine experts came up with a short list of 20 regions, and voters from across the country narrowed it down to the top 10, with Yakima taking the #1 spot. Yakima Valley tourism officials say a designation like this will hopefully show more people what the region has to offer, including its 90 wineries.
Most definitely it could have an economic impact if it encourages folks to come and visit and potentially down the road choose to come here more frequently or even relocate a business.
More information about the Valley's wine region and its offerings is available on the Yakima Valley Tourism website. Well, in Kennewick, Shelby's Floral has officially opened its brand new location. Apple Valley News Now spoke with the owner of Shelby's Floral, Jackie Brown, and she says her previous location on Edison was open for 27 years. Now, there were uncertainties about what would happen with her original location, but Brown says instead of worrying, she decided to buy her own building. Now the new location on Clearwater in Kennewick is open. Brown says she has been part of the small business community for about 50 years, and she has felt right at home since the start of her journey.
I had an aunt that was a florist, and so when I was 14, I went to work for her and just loved the flower business, and I've stayed in it ever since. And the Tri-Cities has been home. I'm homegrown here. I was born and raised here.
Brown says there will be a ribbon cutting ceremony on August the 16th at 11 o'clock in the morning to celebrate the grand opening.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's get into that weather forecast and our excessive heat warning that's in place through tonight through 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Little relief overnight. Our temperatures overnight are only going to be cooling to like the upper 60s and low to mid 70s. Not very cool at all. Temperatures could go as high as 110 tomorrow. So stay indoors, stay hydrated, start drinking that water right now. What is the influence? What is the weather pattern? Well, it is this. Another one of those heat domes sitting over the desert southwest, think Four Corners here. It's bringing in that hot, moist air. And a couple people said to me, does it feel muggy outside to you? Well, yes, the humidity is rising as this warm, moist air comes into our area, which will make things unstable going into Friday and Saturday. Some areas potentially could see a thunderstorm, and we could break some records for heat. Right now, Legends Casino Skycam, it's pretty nice out there, 88 degrees. Feels like temp is 90. Again, that's this humidity. It's been going up all day long. Winds are light at 7, and our sunset tonight at 8:26. Let's talk smoke. We've been tracking lots of smoke in Yakima today, and our visible satellite shows that smoke plume. Now, the lighter gray is just that haze you see. When you start seeing these darker colors, this is the unhealthy air quality, and that's sitting over the east slopes of the Cascades there just outside of Natchez. Air quality right now in the moderate zone for Yakima, Toppenish, and a little bit of haze going through Prosser and Hanford. We're doing okay tonight, Tri-Cities. We're also seeing smoke and haze here, Pendleton, Walla Walla, all the way into Pullman. in the foothills of the Blues. Now that's coming from the south, smoke pulling up from Central Oregon, and you can see that dome of smoke just kind of lingering around. We'll see that heavy smoke even getting a little more dense tonight into Yakima. So overnight around 2 a.m. we could see very unhealthy air in the Yakima area, and that's going to be the situation with those hot temperatures tomorrow. It's going to hold that smoke and haze into the region. We also have the threat of fires, and again, we've been hearing this all summer long, but we're in the heat of it. We have a red flag warning for the Cascades kind of north of Cle Elum, so that portion. Also keeping a close eye on the Blues and the Strawberry Mountains in northeastern Oregon. So again, fire danger very, very high, and our satellite's showing you a few clouds filtering through, but overall you're going to have clear skies tonight. Temperatures through the area, we're going to see 60s, and like I said, 71 for the low tonight in Yakima, 69 Walla Walla, 66 Tri-Cities. Temperature trends for tomorrow. Planning your day, get things done early because it's going to be a hot one. Look at those temperatures soaring into the mid and almost upper 100s in Tri-Cities. We'll be in the lower 100s in Yakima, but still very, very hot. Dangerously hot tomorrow in Hermiston. Get your chores and activities done, I would say, before 9 a.m. if at all possible, because you'll already be at 80 degrees. And Walla Walla, it's going to be a scorcher there as well. So planning your day, again, expect those upper 70s, close to 80 at 8. Hazy conditions in Yakima, mostly clear skies, Tri-Cities and Walla Walla, with temperatures soaring into the triple digits in the late afternoon. Here's a quick peek at your 7-day planning forecast. We do have a first alert weather day for dangerous heat tomorrow, and those temperatures kind of stay high, briefly drop down on Saturday, and then we'll see those upper 90s for the rest of the week. And again, here we are August 1st, so welcome in those 90s and 100-degree temps. Short-lived heat wave, but a dangerous one nonetheless. So again, stay hydrated and try to stay out of the hottest heat tomorrow afternoon. Austin.
All right, Stacy, coming up here on your news in prime time, she's going to join me back at the news desk because we have to talk about August. What exactly is it? We'll tell you next.
You heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered, motion-activated, multi-directional floodlight, the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now, and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-248-8281 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
I learned the value of hard work right here in these fields as my immigrant parents picked crops. I graduated from Yakima Valley College and Gonzaga, worked for Congress and the state legislature. Now I'm running for state senate because we need someone who will fight for Central Washington. We're losing good paying jobs and warehouses are closing. I'm Maria Beltran, and I ask for your vote because our best days are ahead of us.
Paid for by friends Maria Beltran.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest.
Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events right now.
There's a lot going on here.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I am in.
I'll be here.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
Good morning, Northwest, and good morning, America.
Now that's good.
If you think a little change in dinner plans would bother Dee Dee,
then you'd be wrong. Let's roll, guys. Good. Hey, split up.
yep, when it comes to dining out, Dee Dee knows how to roll. From all you can eat to the best burger this side of Mount Adams, Mexican food, pizza, or Asian fusion, it's always fine at Legends. Legends Casino Hotel, because fun is how we roll.
Walla Walla Regional Airport, the gateway to your next vacation. As spring and summer travels approach, plan your flights through Walla Walla Airport. We offer free parking, and we have 2 Alaska flights to Seattle daily, making your travel easy and convenient. Take the time off, explore the world, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Walla Walla Airport, your connection to your next vacation. Book today. AlaskaAir.com. Your destination awaits.
As a Trump-endorsed candidate for Congress against Dan Newhouse, I knew I'd be attacked from multiple fronts. But some of the lies my opponents have been spreading are downright ridiculous. So let's settle the beef. I'm a cattle-raising, gun-carrying, brisket-loving conservative, and I believe in the American dream. I believe in lower taxes and that our farms and ranches make us prosperous and more secure. Eastern Washington deserves a representative that is honest and transparent. So vote for the conservative we deserve. I'm Jared Sessler, and I approve this message.
All right, it is Dogist.
You just informed me of this today. Isn't every day Dogist?
I think it could be. It could be. We have some station dogs that we want to show you. So, who's that?
That would be Sophia Mia Bella Rosa and Sadie Mae, doing their favorite thing, laying on the tile when it's so hot.
I gotta be honest, I took those pictures.
Those are the ones you took, got it.
Yes, yeah. Well, the ones that, I was trying to get the ones that you sent, but at least we have those. So
right.
I love your dogs. Let's see, who else do we have? Oh, there we go. That's Mr. Alfred. That's my Chihuahua.
Look at his satellite ears.
And there's Lila. She just turned 15.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at her.
So
all dressed up and nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go, yep. Oh, who's that?
That is Cooper. Cooper hangs out with my gals pretty much every day. So yes, we are definitely a dog-friendly station. And there it is, Daffy.
Daffy. That is our news director, Erin's dog.
Yes, for
and
August.
She loves him. Now this is Dio. This is our wonderful director, Jason. This is him and his wife, Jenny. This is their dog.
Their dog. Well, there you go. I think this show has gone to the dogs, August.
It is. I love the. Is that like is that a Christmas? Yeah. Okay. A little
too hot for that right now,
yes,
dogs.
That's
so,
for sure.
Yes, take them out early because again, very hot tomorrow morning. So.
Yeah, we're going to talk all about weather. We've got more news ahead, so stay with us.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results-oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
Something is weird. Look around. All possible Triple Play customers are perfectly represented right now.
Wait, really?
There's the family, the group of adult friends, kids on their school trip,
And the first date couple, and the grandparents with their grandkids.
It's just too perfect. I knew it. They're shooting a commercial.
I thought we were better than that.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
We just thought
If it's hidden, you might get bitten.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
Well, it's almost election time.
Typical politicians trying to tell us they're conservative.
Yeah, well, that's not Congressman Newhouse. He worked with the liberals to try to remove Trump. And don't get me started on that Sessler.
He's not just a vegan.
Sessler wants a 30% tax on everything we buy.
Even my haircut.
Even my beer. He wants 30% if I want to buy new land.
So the choice is a never-Trumper or a vegan.
Tiffany Smiley.
Oh, Smiley's the one.
I really like her.
MWSA Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course! It's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary sale.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
You deserve a great mattress. Get one now with no credit needed for just $39 down and 100 days, same as cash. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
As a Trump-endorsed candidate for Congress against Dan Newhouse, I knew I'd be attacked from multiple fronts. But some of the lies my opponents have been spreading are downright ridiculous. So let's settle the beef. I'm a cattle-raising, gun-carrying, brisket-loving conservative, and I believe in the American dream. I believe in lower taxes and that our farms and ranches make us prosperous and more secure. Eastern Washington deserves a representative that is honest and transparent. So vote for the conservative we deserve. I'm Jared Sessler, and I approve this message.
Apple Valley News Now forecaster Stacy Lee.
While many things in life change, one constant is the accuracy of our forecast.
Apple Valley News Now Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
This summer, whatever your plans, we'll help you make the most of each day. Because at Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather, accuracy matters.
Stacy Lee evenings, Josh Colbreth mornings. We're Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather, on your side.
On your side.
Always on your side.
Welcome back. The National Football League says it is grateful after a California judge threw out a jury verdict. This happened today. It would have forced the league to pay more than $4.7 billion in damages. The ruling involved a 2015 case that focused on the NFL's Sunday ticket package. The package allows fans to watch games outside of their home markets, but requires them to buy access to a bundle of games to do so. Lawyers for the plaintiffs say that with the requirement, the NFL is forcing their clients to pay more for out-of-market games, even though they only want to watch one team. In the decision, the judge said the amount of damages awarded by the jury were based on speculation, not evidence. Coming up in our next half hour of news in prime time, only from Apple Valley News Now, we've got an exclusive interview. We're going to hear from the organizer of the Tri-Town Get Down after the internet was abuzz with complaints this year. And Stacy is tracking more hot weather. When will it arrive? Her forecast coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now, prime time, on your side.
Thank you for staying with us. Lots to talk about.
Especially the weather. And I know a lot of people are, worrying about the heat. It's been a hot summer already. We've had several heat waves. And yes, we have another heat wave to talk about. In fact, let's take a look at our screen. We have excessive heat warning in place. That's going to stay there till 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Tomorrow being the hottest day of the heat wave. It's the beginning of a slew of triple-degree temperatures. But tomorrow will be the hottest and the most dangerous day of the week. So be prepared for that. Again, we're also tracking wildfire threats. Again, Cascade Mountains. We've had tons of fires in the area. We want to be very fire wise. Lots of folks dragging trailers and RVs around. Make sure those chains are secured. We had a fire just start recently because of that. Here's what it looks like tonight in Yakima. It's smoky. It's hazy. That is from the retreat fire that's been burning for several days, over a week now. 94 degrees. Our humidity is coming up at 33%. No winds. Smoke is stuck there. Air quality, though, is at moderate conditions. It's going to get worse tonight, however. Look for overnight lows with clear skies in the 60s, even close to 70 degrees, and winds are going to stay light. So, unfortunately, the smoke and haze is going to stick around. Here's what we're talking about as far as dangerous heat tomorrow. We could see a high of 109 degrees, very dry, very hot, not going to see any wind. So that's going to make some of the smoke and haze in certain areas even worse. So again, get prepared. Tomorrow's going to be the hottest day of the week with a slight cool down heading into the weekend. I'll get to all those details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin.
All right, Stacy, we'll see you then. Turning to an Apple Valley News Now exclusive. A few weeks ago, we told you about concerns regarding this year's Tri-Town Get Down Music Festival in Richland. Well, all new tonight, the organizer is speaking out with his side of things. This is Caleb Brown. He's the founder of Tri-Town Get Down, which was held in early June.
I think it's absolutely a misunderstanding that I would like to get past, and I'd like to apologize for my piece in it. I do feel that I could have done some things better as the leader of it. I feel that I could have communicated better in some ways. I feel that I could have taken some different steps and actions.
Brown is just 23 years old, but tells me that he is taking any and all responsibility for the complaints he received from both bands and guests.
I didn't really hear many complaints as, the founder, frontman type person of it until I went online.
Some artists who performed say they never got paid. Others felt like they were taken advantage of because of how much Tri-Town Get Down was charging for bands to sell their own merchandise.
Yeah, I do think it's a misunderstanding, and I think my intentions are really pure in this. I really just want to see something good for our community.
Brown showed me the receipts to back up that he did pay the artists. Some people said they never got paid. Did everybody get paid?
Every single artist got paid, 100% through and through. If they showed up and played, they were compensated, absolutely.
And as for the 80-20 merch cut?
So a piece of our community was really upset about merch splits, but they didn't understand that we dropped the merch splits as soon as they asked. They just chose to be upset about it. And I should have communicated better that we released those, that we dropped those as soon as they asked.
Caleb also tells me that Tri-Town Get Down will continue next year. However, changes are coming.
Yeah, we're absolutely going to take some changes. I'm not a perfect leader, and I'm not a perfect person for the role that I may have been in. And so we're gonna get a new, face to Get Down. We're gonna get a new CEO.
One other complaint, the festival was spread too thin. But to see our first report about the situation, head to our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Other news on this Thursday, and in politics, Senator Maria Cantwell was pushing the Senate to vote on an expansion of the nation's #1 affordable housing program. Now, the bill would give Washington state the ability to build nearly twice as many affordable homes per year, which would be the biggest boost in funding for 35 years.
That from big cities to actually small towns, the crunch of a lack of housing supply has meant an increase in cost. That means it hurts the economy overall.
According to the Low-Income Housing Tax Credit Committee, there is an affordable housing crisis in this country. It says the United States has a shortage of 3.85 million affordable rental homes. Turning to a health alert in Morrow County, Oregon public health officials say the West Nile virus has been detected in mosquitoes in Morrow County. The infected mosquitoes were found about 3 miles west of Oregon and on the Umatilla National Wildlife Refuge. That's the McCormick Slough. People who are infected with West Nile can become sick, and it can last for days or several months. Sometimes it can be fatal when you are outside. Make sure to wear repellent and wear long sleeves and pants in mosquito-infested areas. A teen driver is being accused of driving under the influence and running from deputies. It happened in Pasco last night. A deputy with the Franklin County Sheriff's Office was refueling at a gas station on Road 68 and Sandifer Parkway when he saw the driver of a truck go through the intersection. The deputy then followed the direction of the driver and found the truck parked in the intersection of Boulder Drive and Rio Grande Lane. When the driver saw the deputy, authorities say he took off and the deputy was given permission to chase him. That deputy says the driver tried to make a turn on a Valdez Lane but hit the curb and disabled the truck. The driver is identified as a 15-year-old boy who also had warrants for his arrests. Well, now former detainees are headed home in what the White House is calling the largest prisoner swap between Russia and the West since the Cold War. Two of the most high-profile detainees freed are American journalist Evan Gershkovich, and former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan. They are among the 24 detainees from 7 countries involved in the complex exchange. Cheryl Hubbard has more.
They are free. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich and former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan are safely in U.S. care this hour, released as part of the largest prisoner swap between the U.S. and Russia since the Cold War. In all, 7 countries and 24 detainees were involved in the complex exchange. At the White House, President Joe Biden was joined by several members of the hostages' families.
Multiple countries helped get this done. They joined the difficult, complex negotiations at my request. So for anyone who questions whether allies matter, they do. They matter.
For Whelan, his release ends more than 5 years in a Russian hard labor colony after being convicted for espionage. Gershkovich was recently sentenced to 16 years in Russia for the same, after being held for nearly a year. The State Department had designated all U.S.-related prisoners as wrongfully detained. More than a dozen Russian prisoners were part of the swap, among them a colonel with the Russian Secret Service who was jailed in Germany, the highest-ranking prisoner demanded by Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Vadim Krasikov. This is a guy who killed someone in a Berlin park in 2019. He's an operator. This is a murderer.
The reality of hostage, if we sat around and waited for equal deals, we'd bring nobody home. This is going to be a legacy piece for President Biden.
We stand for freedom, for liberty, for justice, not only for our own people, but for others as well. And that's why all Americans can take pride in what we've achieved today.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
The former prisoners flew back with multiple medics, a psychologist, and U.S. officials. After being greeted by the president and vice president, they will be able to spend time with their families. And then they will undergo medical evaluation and get whatever care they need. Still ahead here on Apple Valley News Now in prime time. If you missed today's Olympic action, don't worry, because we have a recap for you. And Stacy is up next with your full forecast. As we leave you to break, here's a live shot from our Kennewick studio camera, brought to you by Health First. We'll be right back.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals. Transform your laundry routine with the Electrolux laundry set. Save $1,100 on the set and enjoy a buy one, get one pedestal. Instant savings of an additional $270. Experience superior cleaning and energy efficiency, making laundry day a breeze with Electrolux. Steam technology gently lifts dirt and stains, while the Lux Care wash system ensures a thorough clean with every cycle. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and at the new location on West Court Street in Pasco. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. Get the lowest prices on the largest selection of vape mods, classic to tropical vape flavors, batteries, cigars, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Don't waste time in other places. Go to Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started. Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
We'll take good care of you, Bruce Heating and Air.
Team USA with the most medals so far at the 2024 Paris Summer Olympics. Simone Biles and Suni Lee helped add that medal count with their spectacular performances in the individual all-around competition. Reporter Ines de la Huerta has a look at some of today's highlights.
Simone Biles was already the most decorated American gymnast at the Olympics, and today she added to her medal count, competing in the individual all-around along with teammate Suni Lee, the first time two previous individual all-around gold medalists have competed head-to-head and from the same team. Biles with a big hop coming out of her vault, but with the level of difficulty, her score didn't suffer. A disappointing performance on the uneven bars for Biles, but then shining on balance beam and then electrifying on the floor. Teammate Suni Lee with a beautiful performance on the uneven bars and guaranteeing herself a spot on the podium after her floor routine. Biles taking the gold, Lee grabbing the bronze.
But at the end of the day, it is crazy that I am in the conversation of greatest of all athletes because I just still think I'm Simone Biles from Spring, Texas that loves to flip.
Katie Ledecky back in the pool today, this time for the women's 4x200 freestyle relay. This is Ledecky's 13th career medal, making her the most decorated American woman swimmer in Olympic history. The team winning the silver medal. U.S. rowing back on top, the men's 4 capturing the first U.S. gold in 64 years. Nick Mead, Justin Best, Michael Grady, and Liam Corrigan, who all train at the California Rowing Club, taking the top spot. Grady saying it was almost like a dream.
To have our national anthem playing and have the gold around our neck is, nothing short of amazing.
Proud to be an American, right? The weather continues to plague these 2024 Paris Summer Games, though, with another event postponed amid heavy rains. This time it was the men's 20-kilometer walk.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, as we take a look outside, we see a gorgeous sunset. Look at the Columbia River. It's all golden right now as the sun is going down. There's the cruise ship in port at Howard-Ama Park. 88 degrees, winds are light at 7. That humidity keeps rising, so if you're feeling a little bit of humid air, it's all coming from the desert southwest. Plus, check this out. We do have a excessive heat warning. That's going to be in place till 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We're expecting temperatures anywhere from 100 all the way up to 110 through the region. So a very dangerous day heat-wise tomorrow. Remember to stay hydrated, check on your neighbors, and don't leave anybody or any pets in a vehicle. Here's where that heat's coming from, the desert's southwest. It's bringing that heat dome that's been building here just outside of Denver, Albuquerque, the Four Corners area, pushing the heat right into our area where we could see some record-breaking temperatures right there in the middle, right where we are located. So be on the lookout for that. We do have a red flag warning. Now we're watching the northeastern portion of the Blue Mountains as well, but tomorrow we're going to be concerned with the Cascades as we could see a stray thunder shower coming in from those warm, moist air conditions coming up from the southwest. So keep a close eye on that. Smoke has been an issue as well in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys all day today. As you can see, this is our active radar right now. This is that haze hanging right over the Yakima Valley, and this little guy with the heavier smoke is seeming to move towards Yakima later this evening. So right now we're in the moderate air quality. We're good in the Tri-Cities, seeing moderate air in Walla Walla and Pendleton. Hermiston is looking good. Here's what Futurecast is showing us, though. We'll continue to see the smoke and haze, but this guy with the heavier smoke and haze and poor air quality heads right into Yakima late tonight. So if you're sensitive, make sure you keep your doors and windows shut tonight and make sure your air filters are up to date and changing, because you're going to have poor air quality on the way late tonight, early tomorrow. Mostly clear and warm, 60s and 70s all through the area. Temperature trends, get things done early. Look at this. We're already at 74 by 8 o'clock, 87 by 10 o'clock in the morning, triple digits later in the afternoon. You're going to be at 84 degrees by 9 a.m. in Yakima tomorrow, so very, very hot weather. Dangerous. Get the dogs out maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 at the latest for a dog walk. Hermiston, nice and hot there as well, with those triple digits soaring by the late afternoon, early evening. And then we see the same trend here in Walla Walla. Look at those temperatures hitting 83 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's talk 7-day planners. We've got hot, hazy conditions in Yakima. Look at 105, hottest day of the week as we get into the first week of August. Then we'll eventually start tapering down into the 90s. Taking a peek at the Tri-Cities, 109 potentially tomorrow. Now, we did hit 100 degrees today in Pasco about 4 o'clock this afternoon, but those temperatures, again, will start to slide down, but we stay pretty warm as we get into that first week. Here's Walla Walla, 107, dangerous heat with the potential for some dry thunderstorms. And that's when our fire levels will be elevated for the foothills of the Blues Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A light chance now, but we're going to really keep a close eye and watch that area for potential fire starts. In Hermiston, a hot day at 107 tomorrow, 103 Sunday, and then those 90s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Austin, it's going to be a hot one. It's so dry, as we've been talking about day after day, week after week. We're getting to the, almost the middle of summer now. So be fire wise out there and try to stay hydrated tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's just such an active time right now.
It's a very active time. So there you go.
Thanks for keeping us up to date.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about the restaurant showdown.
Can't wait. It's all coming up next.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers and a great selection of the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Ford F-Series, gas, hybrid, or all-electric. These are the deals you've been waiting for. So don't wait. Make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX Super Crew for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Policy's updated.
Because we know your house is where their dreams begin.
Impressive.
Thanks, Caleb. And our agents are here to help you feel protected, so your family can pursue their dreams. Hey. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Drive into summer with a Honda CR-V and Accord. Your fun-to-drive weekend getaway vehicles. From Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
When Fred's advertises it, we've got it. Fred's warehouses are loaded with inventory. When your fridge stops working, you need a new one, and you need it now. Fred's has them in stock. The box stores never have this much inventory on hand. You can wait weeks for delivery. At Fred's, get your new appliance the next day. Fred's always has the guaranteed lowest price and shows you competitors' prices on our price tags. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Join us for Hobby Vibes only at this year's Moxie Hop Festival. Let's celebrate our hop growing community filled with tradition, celebration, community, family, food, vendors, and fun. There's over 15 acts on our family stage and 5 incredible bands in the best 21+ beer garden. Meet up with old friends and connect with new at this year's Moxie Hop Festival, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown, still looking for the best in our area.
That's right. We started about 3 weeks ago with 64 restaurants, and after 3 rounds and more than 5,000 votes, only 8 restaurants remain to vote for your top 4 restaurants using your mobile. You can scan the code on your screen right now, or if you'd rather vote on a desktop or laptop, click on Contest at applevalleynewsnow.com and select Restaurant Showdown. After voting, be sure and enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU.
All right, I'm excited to get to the end.
See who the Restaurant Showdown winner will be.
All right, Stacy's back with a final look at weather.
That's right. See some poor air quality developing overnight tonight in Yakima. close your windows, make sure everything, don't have your recirc on, close it down, make sure those filters are looking good. Let's take a peek at our 7-day forecast. Tri-Cities, we have an alert day for those dangerously hot temperatures tomorrow in Yakima and Tri-Cities. We briefly cool down a little bit on Saturday, but we stay right up there in the triple digits through Monday, and there's a very slight chance of a stray thunderstorm, and it would be a dry thunderstorm, which could spark more fires out there, so be fire wise. Walla Walla and Hermiston, both very, very hot. Better chance of seeing those stray thunderstorms in the Walla Walla area Saturday through Monday of next week. So drink that water, get hydrated, and try to stay cool.
Yeah, amen. All right, thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back at 11 in just a couple of hours, so we'll see you then.
See you there.